felt like that was a little low. I don't know. Hmm. We need some music to channel to. Uh, we're just gonna play some Tibetan uh, singing bowls. I know it's early in the rising. It's like 8:15 a.m. EST, May 13th, 2025. And we are all dressed up and we don't want to go. Beloved, we don't. Right? Nobody likes homegoing services. It's not the funnest time. I particularly like to remember people as they were. Not like, you know. But some people, I mean, it's a thing, right? We gotta go. We don't have to. We can choose not to, but we're definitely gonna go. Hey, hey, welcome to the wheat field. Great day, great rising wheat. What's up? Yeah, we definitely need to sing. We need to get some energy up. Like, yeah, it's a tough, tough day. Let's get it, my wheat. Let's get it. Hey, get it, my wheat. Let's get it. Oh, feel some comfort. Comfort. The Omega is with us. The Alpha is with us. We we are up early dressed and we don't want to go. We don't. So I said, let's come on and just like get a rising message. I don't know, what the rest of the day is gonna look like. I projected it. We're gonna look. It's gonna be the best that it can be. Okay. So, but we're gonna get some rising message energy. Hopefully, lift our spirits a bit. The Most High God come in and use us. We are willing and surrendered vessel unto the Most High to bring this message through. We pray that it's edifying unto the spirit, because on this day we definitely need it to be edified and strengthened in the spirit, so that we can bear the yoke that is upon our shoulders. Um, we are going to the homegoing service for my auntie, who just recently transitioned um, from my mother's side. And my mother she only has two sisters, they're twins. And then it's her. And then on my father's side, there's only one aunt. So I have a total of three aunts, and one of them has transitioned, and it hit home differently for some reason. It's not like she wasn't loved and cared for and all that good stuff. It's just that it's like my age, my mother's age, my mother is the oldest, and so it's giving me like that feeling of like recognizing her mortality. So we've been doing a lot of thinking about estate planning and life insurance. I mean, we have policies, but we don't have like everything laid out. Like where if something were to happen, because it's just me and my brother, right? If something happens to mom, then me and brother is trying to figure out how to get through all of this. And it's just like putting it right in our face that we need to plan for transitions. It's a conversation that we don't like to have, but it's very important to do it. Um, my grandmother, when she transitioned, before she did, she had everything planned out. My auntie went over to her house one day and she just handed her obituary. Like she had wrote it and everything. But I thought that was pretty cool because you get to tell your own story. So one of the things we plan on doing is like, having that daughter date, with mom and let her tell her story. Because I don't want to have to go to nobody and be like, this is where mom went to school and this is what she would have wanted to say, and all that stuff. So that's what we're thinking about doing. So I don't know how people feel about that. You might be like, oh, that's too much or I can't handle it. But unfortunately, it's a situation that most of us will end up in. We'll all be there someday for the most part. Ashe, Ashe. Um, yeah. So I don't even know what we're getting. I don't. I just know that we needed to read. So we're gonna start with some angel numbers since this card came out. Thank you guys so much for tapping in. Signs and reminders is here. So feathers, butterflies, birds, rainbows. I'm even getting pretty clouds. Like look at the clouds. Like you might be like, oh wow, doesn't that cloud look like this? Oh, it looks like a boat. It looks like a ship. It looks like an airplane, you know. It looks like a butterfly. It looks like something, right, that's gonna catch your eye, is what I'm getting. This one. Reassurance is coming out. We have 747, as we were saying, it looks like an airplane. Oh wow, my condolences. And see, you know, it doesn't even make it easy if you think, you know, if they tell you like a timeline, because that's what happened with my auntie. It's like, well, she may have 1 day to 6 months, and it was like 2, 3 weeks, right? And it was like, wow. And she's a miracle because she was in a hit and run car accident. Well, not necessarily hit and run. She was in a pedestrian car accident like 30 years ago. And they didn't expect her to make it. You know how the doctors always give you their prognosis because they practice medicine. But the Most High has its own say. First, she was not supposed to be able to, she wasn't going to live. Then she was going to be in a coma for the rest of her life. Then she came out of the coma and it was like, oh, she'll be a vegetable. And then it was like, okay, she's not a vegetable, but she really probably won't know all her kids, or she won't progress past the age of 12 and she'll need 24-hour care for the rest of her life. That didn't happen. My auntie was playing cards and she knew all her children. She knew she got the chance to meet her grandchildren that she would have never known, her great grands. So we ended up having 30 years almost with her, and she was able to make a whole switch, you know, from what she was doing when she was in a pedestrian accident to knowing her children, right, and having all of that legacy and memory. Yeah, see, she definitely had that opportunity for change. 555. You know, she overcame every obstacle, every battle. I mean, it was such a miracle. And even like with her passing, you know, I just try to remind myself that every day that we had with her since her accident was the blessing. Yeah, letting go. 3, 2, 1. Countdown energy. Surrender and let go of control. Release resistance and trust in the flow of life. Knowing that everything unfolds in divine timing and for the highest good. So it was definitely the highest good because, like, the impact that she had on the family was just phenomenal. You know, trust is here. 232 is coming through along with 2222. So a lot of twos is here. Um, in times of transition and grief, it's almost like, you know, we lose the ability to trust. Like, I know that this is what the Most High is doing. It is the giver and taker of life. But it's like, why now? You know, you kind of get into that, like, why now? Like, kind of situation. Or why this one and not that one? You know, and it's, who knows? We can't say, right? 333. So anybody that's going through this or something similar, like you were saying, your father in the hospital, and it doesn't make it easy to know, right? I pray for all the support that you need to get through that time, and that's why I was saying we were definitely, you know, thinking about estate planning. Like, don't mean that you gotta have millions of dollars to do the shit. It's like, okay, let's make sure we have some life insurance. Let's figure out where they would want to go or what are their last wishes and commemorate it in some sort of way. If mom can write her own obituary and put it in her own words, then I would want to honor her in that way. You know what I mean? I don't want to be trying to figure it out. So, yeah, reassurance. 747. Trust your intuition and make practical decisions that align with your higher purpose. And even still in that, that's right along with the energy that we are currently feeling. Like, that's just practical. It's something that we need to do, right? And your guardian angels are acknowledging your efforts. So somebody's guardian angels is coming through to reassure you. It's going to bring in signs and reminders, you know, that not only are you going in the right direction, you are transforming, you are picking up the truths and the subtle messages that they are leaving you. But it's like they also see the work that you are doing. Those practical decisions, you know, just being very mindful on a daily basis, right? So Definitely getting that coming through. Intuition and downloads is sitting here. So I'm definitely getting them, sending you a lot of messages, a lot of spiritual messages coming through. Nurture yourself right now at this time, right? See, nurture, be mindful, nurture you. It's okay if you want to stay home and just be alone. You deserve days to yourself, days to relax and simply be, especially if you're experiencing any type of grief or mourning or loss. You know what I mean? Just make sure you take care of yourself. It's giving me throat chakra, it's heavy on the throat. I'm hearing lump in the throat, so somebody could definitely be feeling, that sadness. I honor how I feel and take this day to do the things that feel nurturing to me. Yeah. Your angel team may even be reminding you again to make sure that you rest, that you take care of self, that you unplug, you decompress, you know what I mean? Give yourself space. Inspiration board was here on the bottom and it just came back out again. So if you're ever feeling down or bored, right, spend some time creating a vision board. So nurturing yourself and creating a vision board could be, something that you may need to do, especially if you are feeling like, you're not sure which direction you're getting ready to take, or, you could have had a major life change and things look very different. Spirit said make a vision board so that you can kind of get your imaginative thoughts out. I was picking up like, when we look at the clouds and you see all kind of stuff, that's your imagination coming into play. That's your spiritual mind, creative mind, coming in. And put some things on the vision board. Yeah. See, recharge. A lot of recharging energy. Right. Invite magic into your life. And that's what we were getting, like that imaginative, creative mind, that magical space. Every day I grow my connection to the earth. And if I'm ever feeling low, I simply step outside and appreciate the natural miracles in this life. And that's what we were thinking about, like the clouds. The clouds is definitely a natural miracle, right? It's like, and then you can look at them and just like a child would do, like laying on your back in the grass, grounding and looking up at the sky and clouds rolling by, and you, oh, look at that one, and that looks like this, and oh, look at that one, and that one, like, and it brings back a refreshing energy where you kind of, your heart gets going, it's fun, you release negativity, just let yourself be, let your mind go, and before you know it, you'll have all these creative ideas that you want to chart. You know what I mean? It's like, it's good for the heart, it's just healthy for the heart, and it actually helps you, control your own energy. See, you could have somebody pulling on you and you need to recharge and nurture yourself. I love being there for friends and family while staying true to myself. I don't let others' energy or mood affect my own. Help a friend, I don't need to jump in the hole with them, right? If somebody could be around you, people that need help, and they could be pulling on you. And it's like, to help them, you don't have to jump in their problem with them. You can simply hold out a hand and say, I can help and support you. But you got to do the work and pull yourself up, beloved. Yeah. Spirit says, but wait, there's more. And they actually had it in reverse. This one is in reverse too. For somebody, either you feel like there isn't more, or this is just what they want you to do and nothing more. Getting that, right? So the reminder, and you'll see signs of this, is to nurture yourself, to stop and to rest. Because somebody could be going, expending a lot of energy trying to help other people. Yeah, intentions is here. And it's in reverse. It's given like maybe you don't have clear intentions at this time, like you're not really for sure. You feel drained, you feel sapped of your, again, that creative energy. Could be a creative block. And if that be the case, Spirit say, nurture yourself, reassure yourself, and by making practical decisions like taking care of you, recharging, grounding, and getting back into that imaginary creative space by, witnessing the magic in life. We mentioned the clouds because that just felt significant, but it's giving like that creativity coming back, and you are being able to chart it on an inspiration board, beloved. That's what we're getting. This one. This. Yeah. See, loving space. It's like holding loving space for somebody because you can't learn their lessons. You can't pull them through it. They have to pull themselves through it. You can offer support, but that's about it because I'm getting is draining somebody with this energy, right? I cannot learn other people's lessons for them. They must get there themselves at their own time. I can simply hold loving space for them as they go through their journey. Yeah. See, unfortunately, we are connected. Not unfortunately, it's a good thing that we are connected to people, right? But sometimes they can call on you to help them. But if they're not ready to help themselves, there's nothing that you can do about it. You can hold space for them, you can give them a hand, but they have to put the work in. You can't drag nobody up. They have to stand up, right? Because if you try to drag them and they pulling their weight and being resistant, they'll pull you down, beloved. So just hold loving space. Give yourself time to recharge, regroup, get your creative juices going. Because Spirit said that's all they want you to do. Yeah, just do your best. And know that everybody else is just doing their best at the moment, too. Even if it feels like they're not in his throat chakra. Even if it feels like they're not doing their best to you, it could be in a moment that is the best that they can do. So to kind of give them that space. We are all doing the best with the understanding and awareness we have in this moment. Any decision I take is okay, no matter the outcome. I make the best of any situation and learn as I go along. And that's what Spirit was also saying too, reassuring yourself that you can trust your intuition and make practical decisions that align with your higher purpose. So as long as you are deciding, you're staying conscious, right, to make decisions that are aligned to your higher purpose, your highest self, moving forward and ascending, they know that you are doing your best in any moment, and give yourself grace. Give yourself grace and space. And give it to other people too. You can't learn their lessons for them, but you can control you, right? And Spirit said, rest, recharge, regroup, get your creative juices flowing, right? And that's all they want you to do. See, creating your own happiness. That is what you are supposed to do. This one. Y'all, we are sitting up here really like, we don't want to do it. We do not want to do this. We don't. And it's not even because like my aunt is transitioned. I mean, it definitely like the grief is there. We feel it. We just don't like those memories. We'd rather remember her, full of life and, laughing and joking and dancing. She always used to say, I'm all right, how are you? Be like, hey, beautiful, how are you? I'm all right, how are you? She would always say that. Trust your angels, 36. See reassurance, angel messages coming through. Can I get this? I guess not. They said 747. Trust your intuition, look for signs and reminders. Let go of expectations of how your dreams will come true. Trust that heaven has the perfect plan. See, recharge, regroup, do an inspiration board. I'm getting that somebody's going to get like a wave of new, fresh creativity, right? Like what you envision. I'm getting that the Spirit, it could definitely give you something new. They could change it from something in the past, is what I'm getting. It's almost like you just looking up and being very calm and relaxed, and as the clouds go by, it's like it puts me in the mindset of how we're supposed to do our thoughts and our actions, like our thoughts in general. Like a thought comes in, you don't necessarily grab hold to it and keep it. You see it, you observe it, you watch it go by, you let it inspire you, and then it just keeps on going, like it floats on by. You don't hold it and keep it, you just let it flow, beloved. And it's given that you will be able to create a vision board or inspiration board that's going to have the things that are more relative to, I'm getting like this new heart that you've been given, right? Like what's really in your heart's desires. And I'm getting that the Most High God has a plan to accomplish it through you. But it's just like being still and controlling your own energy. Don't let other people sap you, right? Yeah. Deeper insights are ahead. See, that's what I'm getting. Like, you're gonna get something that's a little bit deeper, right? It's deeper, it's different. Your overall plan is good, but the details may need work, reflection before moving forward. Recharge, reflect, conscious focus. What I focus on, I attract more of. So if you focus more on that creativity or just being calm and serene and peaceful, paying attention to your signs and reminders and synchronicities, allowing yourself to really just hone your own energy, nurture you. You know, I'm getting the creativity and the new plan that the Most High God will start to come through. You will be able to see it. You will be able to, take the first steps of like, I see it, I can imagine it, they're giving it to me, taking it out of your thoughts and putting it on an inspiration board. That's one of the first steps in manifesting, right? Believing it and taking the faith action to put it on an inspiration board where you can see it, you can consciously focus on it daily, right? That conscious focus will begin to attract it, whether it's the resources, the time, the energy, the small things that start to make it come to be. Picking this thing, get up, got that. Picking this and up, got that. Or I got material to do this or to do that, and it will start to come together. Before you know it, you will have accomplished things that you have put on this board. They will no longer be on the board, they will be in your life. And you see this little smiley face right there? It's like this one right here. That's what I'm getting. This. Creating your own happiness. It's kind of like them putting it in your heart is coming forth to your mind, to your visions, starting to think about it, taking it, putting it on the board. Little actionary steps are starting to take place, and before you know it, you're in a happy space. That's what I'm getting. So stay focused. This is conscious focus, right? And then this is get focused, right? Really, really dial in for somebody. Dial in. And anything like it don't also don't be like affixed to any specific way that this vision board is supposed to manifest. Give the Most High, the universe, the opportunity to work every element the way that it needs. It can syncopate all things. But when we are resistant and fixed to how we think it's supposed to work, then we limit it. Make a decision this here. See, are you prioritizing yourself or another person in this situation? That with their own energy coming out is giving me that you may be putting a lot of energy into another person. Yeah, something about increasing your knowledge, right, is coming through. So with this vision board, you may need to learn something, and I can't make it up. See, prioritize self-care. It's definitely giving that. And that's all Spirit wants you to do because but wait, there's more card is in reverse. They said that's it. There isn't more. We want you to nurture you right now. It's okay to want to stay home and be alone. You deserve days to nurture yourself, to pour back into you. Spirit said recharge is what they want you to do. Recharge. Ground yourself, right? Make practical decisions on a daily basis that's taking you towards your higher purpose, right? And one of them is caring for you, right? It's trusting that other people will get their lessons the way that they need to. And you can't learn them lessons for them, right? They're doing their best just like you're doing your best. And right now, the Spirit wants somebody to rest. Yeah, take control of your thoughts and have no fear. Have no fears in reverse. So if you are having some fear, like whether this person is doing the best that they can, whether they're gonna come out of it, whether they're gonna grow past it, whether their issue is gonna be solved. Spirit said, take control of your thoughts, right? You may be projecting that energy. And even if that does come to pass, like where this person may not, be living in that highest vibration, it's still their lesson to learn, and you can't change it. You will only burn yourself out. Again, you can't drag nobody up off the ground. You can only offer them support, right? If they don't want to get up in this moment, then maybe that's where they need to be in this moment, and you just hold loving space for them. I cannot learn other people's lessons for them. They must get there themselves at their own time. I can simply hold loving space for them as they go through their own journey and recognize that, yeah, maybe that's just the best that they could do at this time. That's just it. You know, this. Yeah, no. The spirit doesn't want somebody to do anything. They want you to pull back your energy. Like, maybe no more helping with this person. Like, the way that you help them is like you could be a support, which we saw 333 come out, support, but you're not the doer. You're not the initiator. You're not the completer. You know what I'm saying? Inner child healing is here. Somebody is challenged with that. It could be the other person, right? And if they are in this space and they're being brought face to face with their trauma, past childhood issues, those are things that they have to work through. We all do. It's our own shadow work. Composure is here. Hold your composure, right? Stay composed, stay grounded, stay rooted, right? Even when you hear, things from people that like, that is not high vibrational. I would wish more for you, you know what I mean? But those are your wishes for them. And they have a right to their own wishes and their own intentions, even if you feel like it's backwards or it's not for their highest good. Yeah, see, compassion. Give compassion. Understand that they at where they at, and that's where they at. You know what I mean? And it's just that. The only person you can master and you can control is you, right? And right now, Spirit said they want you to take care of you. I feel something. This one. Yes. Yeah, honesty and communication is here. And I was feeling energy on the throat chakra. So you may have to tell this person something like that. Like, I love you and I'll be here to support you, but I may need to pull back and reserve my energy, right? I feel like maybe I'm getting too close to this situation and I want to allow you the space to kind of process and move through this for your own healing. You can do that. Anything else in here? Spirit say no. Trust the universe and vulnerability and freedom. Well, I do hope that, if you are being gang stalked, that it stops. Transformation is here for somebody, right? As long as it's not, I pray that it's not a violent situation, right? But I chuckled because my spirit team gave me Will Ferrell. You want this one? This one. They gave me Will Ferrell. Let's give them something to talk about. Right? If a person is watching your social media and shit like that, there's really not a whole lot you can do about it. Right? They're gonna watch, they're gonna look. As long as they are not harassing you and threatening you, you know what I mean? Shit like that. Identity theft and shit where it's like, a chargeable offense. Get a ass something to watch. Shit. You want to watch the show? Look, watch the show. Don't hate, meditate. Somebody definitely is being called to manage their own energy, their opinions, right, and issue compassion, knowing that other people around you are just doing the best they can, even if you feeling like they not. Because we could look at their potential and be like, you know, you have so much potential for growth, and you could do so well at this, and you would be so great at that. But you don't know where they at. Like seriously, in the internal, you really don't know what they're going through. So it's their journey to get through. The only thing you can control is you. If you don't want to be around that energy, you got the opportunity to move around, and you can communicate that plainly, clearly, honestly, right? And it don't have to be no big to do. It could just be matter of factly. I need to do this for the sake of self. I understand you may be doing your best and I hold love and space for you, but at the end of the day, I might have to disconnect for my own sake, beloved. Yeah. Inner power. I'm not for sure what do you mean. It was that a yes. This is a general reading, and we're not taking questions. But if you want to join the membership, we definitely offer readings. There is $4 a month, and you have unlimited member readings. So, if you want to do that, then we can definitely speak about it specifically. The miracle of prayer. Spirit say pray. You can always pray for a person. Pray for yourself. Pray for a good outcome. Using your inner power is what I'm getting. Use your inner power. And one of our greatest powers is the power of the throat. You know, that throat chakra is very, very powerful. And when you pray, especially, just for the will of the Most High to be done, you leave space for the universe to go to work, right? It's like, you know, taking care of self edification for the highest good, right? To be strengthened to bear the yoke that's on your shoulders and praying that you overflow, right? If you are overflowing, that means that your essence, your spirit, your light is feeding other people. But it also means that you are not depleted. I'm giving from my overflow. I don't have holes in my bucket where it's just spilling out. People are now not just pouring from a vessel, now it's halfway, it's a quarter, and it's almost empty. No, always be in a state of overflow. You will water everything around you. Yeah, somebody may need to move their body, while you are nurturing and recharging, right? One of the things that you could do is use music, get up and dance, throw on some of your favorite tunes. Go back to the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, depending on when you was, your time, beloved. I'm a 70s baby, so I'll throw on some 80s, some early 90s music in a minute. Healthy choices. Make healthy choices for yourself. I did see the food card come out. It could be, good food. It could be some leafy greens, some veggies. Eat clean for a minute. You know what I mean? Really revitalize and recharge the body and your spirit. Yeah, transformation is definitely happening. That's the second time that has come out. Transformation. So I'm getting, as you transform and you grow, right? The spirit is going to give you a new inspiration, new goals, right? And one of them right now is to take care of self and remove any creative blocks. This one, and then this is it. So we pulled in the last deck of cards. So we definitely are feeling some creative blocks. I feel another energy that's connected to you where you may want to help, move them, but Spirit said that's not for you to do. It's for them to do their own healing. I'm getting that they are dealing with inner child wounds, and those are things that they would have to work through. See, Alchemist, the Spirit has something else for you to do, but it's giving me like mastering you. An alchemist, the magician, masters all tools around them. They mastered the wand, they mastered the cup, they mastered the sword, they mastered the pentacle. So they definitely have mastered their time and their energy. They know how to control their thoughts, right? Controlling their thoughts. And that wand says that they can put creative action into plan, right? Put some energy into that action. And it's also saying that you can let things go, right? You can let it go. You don't need to hold on and like struggle through resistance or trying to control or just force somebody to get it. Ding. We can't force other people to get it. Yeah, Son of Swords. See, somebody might want to rush in and save somebody and help them, but Spirit said that's not the thing to do, right? If we don't give them space to help themselves, then they don't really see what they can do, right? And maybe, that's a thing for you to kind of work through for yourself. And we were talking recently about the savior complex, right? Like feeling like you need to save people, right? And it almost can lead into a state of martyrdom, like being a martyr. Three of Staffs. It's kind of difficult to stand there and watch people go through stuff, but it's like also getting out. I got two thoughts. They gave me two downloads. One, it's hard to watch people go through stuff and not act. Like maybe again, if you have that pattern in life, right, a behavioral pattern that says you want to come in and help, be the knight in shining armor and rush in and help, right? I have these resources or whatever the case may be. I know how to help change things, but it's almost like maybe you're being changed from being this knight in shining armor. Why I can't get that out? Somebody's angry. Spirit says Son of Swords in its energy. Somebody in its energy is angry. I'm seeing in my own energy. Yeah, they are doing their best, but they're angry at this time. They could be moving through the anger stage of grief and loss in relation to some sort of transformation. I'm hearing Dark Night of the Soul. So this person is going through, but you can't pull them through. That's it. You can't pull them through. They're going through their own change and transformation, and you could be an alchemist, right? Feeling like you can help, transform or transmute the situation for them, but you can't. For the most part, our magic works on self because that's who you have mastered, right? It is, our relationship with the universe is our relationship with the source of us living, and we can call out and create our own happiness. Everything that we speak about falls in our lot. People can come and eat off of that. They can be watered by your overflow, but ultimately they are the magicians and manifestors over their own life. They have to master themselves. That's not a job we can do for them. It's just not. And they may be in the angry stage, and it could be difficult. But even with them being angry, that may be the best that they can do right now. Processing and transmuting this energy from inner child healing, you don't know what their traumas are. Somebody you may know, but you don't know how they experience it because it's very personal, it's very intimate. Yeah, you don't know what they're struggling with. You don't know truly what they're battling with. That's what I'm getting. And it's hard to watch somebody battle, to stand off, right, afar and move back and be patient. Because that's what it's giving. It's giving being patient, right? Like, it's not a time for you to do anything. Three of Wands is like you're waiting for something. And I'm getting waiting for... The other wand would be stability, but it's like the spirit will tell you what action to take. And right now the action is for you to nurture yourself. Yeah, see, to rest, to nurture yourself. Because I'm getting this is definitely a draining situation. It's not only draining you of your energy and your creativity, and it's affecting somebody's mental capacity in terms of taking control of your thoughts. Overthinking. Six of Staffs. That's how you're going to come to victory. That's transformation. And I'm getting this person will come out too. It's like trusting the Most High God to do what it needs to do for them and for you. Like, you don't have to do it. The same way that the Most High God is working in your life is working in theirs too. Yeah, see, Tower moment. Is breaking down false foundations, right? So that they can start again. It's an ending and a new beginning. It is change, right? And people, go through change and they take change the way that they accept change. We got innovators and early adapters and resistors and people who just don't fucking get it. And if they happen to decide that they don't want to fucking get it, hey, thank you so much for checking in. I appreciate each and every one of you that's here. I just have to say that my name is Lati. I'm a spiritual reader, a channeled messenger. Channel messenger first and foremost. The cards just support the message and the download that they gave us. So I appreciate y'all tapping in. Look, Three of Cups. See, it's giving family. It's giving community. And this person is feeling angry. And I'm getting like the spirit doesn't want you to jump in the middle of it right now. They want you to pull back and control your own energy. This person is going through a tower moment, but it's all for the sake of healing. And they need to go through this and do it themselves. Yeah, Daughter of Staffs. See, that's like the page of sword. I mean wands. Page of wands. I don't know why I said swords. Um, Page of swords could be significant. That's watching. That's learning. That's like becoming a student again, right? Accepting the simple truth of things. And this right here is like somebody who's very inspirational, right? It's like motivated, enthusiastic, ideas coming into you, right? And I'm getting it's going to be something that you work on. And even the work that you do for yourself could be inspirational to somebody else, right? They could just be inspired by looking at you and what it is that you're doing for you, how you're caring for yourself, how you are, getting your inspirations and vision boarding and taking these actions, being very mindful of your thoughts, right? And prioritizing you, that you can create your own happiness and you may inspire them to do the same too, because they do have transformation, inner power, transformation, and victory here. So the thing that you look, forgiveness, the miracle of it, right? And so inner child healing, forgiveness will always be involved. Like that's an attribute, right? You can't really say I've healed if you are unwilling to forgive. Because bitterness and unforgiveness, you hold the wound to that, beloved. Thank you for the Most High. Thank you to the Most High for bringing this message, for bringing you guys here. Eight of Wands. And look, Sultan, the Emperor, right? That's inner power. That's authority, right? That's coming into your own. Like, if you don't know what it is, it's giving me that fight coming back. Somebody, I am picking up anger, but I kind of felt on this person like they would really get that fight and that fire back for life, like the zest, the zeal to go for it through this transformation, this inner power, the healing that they get, the power that they discover in themselves when, the person that needs to hear this steps back and let them just go through it, right? It's okay to be a support system, but you can't pull them up and drag them through it. They have to do the work, beloved. And that's what Spirit is saying. If they seem angry to you, they're angry because you really don't know what they're going through. And you taking care of you and following what the Spirit told you and staying focused and diligent and committed to your own creative dreams, your goals, your intentions, you will be an inspiration to this person and they will come out victorious. It's like your victory, your inspiration, and it's going to, I can't get it out. It's like you being this alchemist and transforming and really working and standing in your power is motivating and inspiring to this person. It's like they're going to come to victory because they've seen what you are doing. They only need to watch you. It's like observation, right? Not like trying to jump in and save them and do it for them, but they will be able to see it's leadership by example. And people respect that. You give me space to go through my process. I see what you're doing, and they may emulate some of it. They may be motivated and inspired, picking up bits and pieces and molding with what they need to do for self. And it will come out this very unique and intimate mix that they need in order to persevere, beloved, to overcome their own obstacles, to transform, to stand in their truth and in their power, their authority. Anything else? Nope. Okay. I was asking if are they positive. There was nothing else because lately they be like, oh, that's it, and then we pull another deck of cards. So we wasn't for sure. Yeah, we get in 4 and 2. Y'all see that? 4 and 2. That's 6. 6 of staff. They're gonna be victorious. It's like, can you believe it for them and just hold that space? Let them do it. You know, take your hands off of it. Recharge, regroup. You know, get the new inspirations and visions that the Most High God has given unto you. You take those actions and keep going forward, knowing that you can support if they call, if they need, right? And let the Spirit work with you to discern when to intercede. And they will do it themselves in their own timing because it's their journey. Thank you guys so much for joining us here on the Tears of Each World Show, where you show enough, never know what you don't get. We just wanted to pop in and bring a rising message, and hopefully it was what somebody needed, like it was helpful, right? It was edifying onto the spirit. Some days it's not easy, right? It's not easy to watch somebody go through it, knowing that, you know, or feeling like, you know, you want to help, like your soul wants to help, your desire is to help. But sometimes the best way to help is to help yourself, right? It is to take care of you. It is to prioritize your own self-care. It is to pull back and know when, you know, to give a person space to go through their own transformation. We can't learn people's lessons for them. And when we try to, you only affect you. And you can destroy the relationship at the same time, because how they get through is different from you, right? It's going to be different. It's not the same journey. It's very unique. It's very intimate. So just always be mindful of that. Your own energy. You can't drag nobody up. They have to get up. And if they're not ready to get up, then don't give up on them. Just give them space, because they'll get up and do it when the Most High God has given them enough strength to do it, when they tap into it. And on the flip side, y'all, like on real shit, some people never do it. They just don't. So are you going to continue to just be like pouring in all this energy and stuff, trying to make a person reach their highest potentiality? Because if they don't want it, they don't want it. And there's nothing that you could do to make them, like, period. It just affects the relationship. Offer them compassion. That's it. High vibes. High vibes is here. 1144, and we got 1212, and it's 3333 is what I was just saying. That support system. Persistence. 333 is support. Right? Support, growth, joy, creativity, community, vision, and talents. See, seeing the angel number 333 is a sign that it's time to focus inward. Work on your skills with them 8 of Pentacles. Discover your own talents and use your imagination. That's what we were saying. I see 2112 up here. That's 3 and 3, right? Unleash your inner artist. Doing so will boost your self-esteem and your sense of competency. It does wonders for your sense of purpose and contribute to your community. Contribute to your community, right? This person will drink from your overflow. Karma is here, right? Balance, right? I'm not just picking up finances, but I am seeing success and wealth. And wealth includes our health, our physical health, our mental health, our emotional health, our spiritual health, all of that, right? And what goes around comes around. They put that energy within themselves. It's going to manifest. It's going to come back around, right? And even in this three of staffs, what goes around comes around. You are going to get the opportunity that you need. It's going to come through. See, somebody is going through a spiritual awakening. 777. See, they are on the right path. It just don't look like your path. And that's just it. Everybody's path is unique. They are evolving spiritually and being aligned to their higher purpose. And you could be as well. So again, you know, the Spirit said for this moment, the reminder is to trust the universe, to pull back your energy, reserve it, prioritize your self-care, recharge, regroup, nurture you, and they're going to give you instruction, a new creative endeavor for you to work on. You will be inspirational to another person. Could be this other person. I don't get that they're past. This is somebody present in your life, right? And they will see it. They will maybe even come and question, ask you how you did it, give some tidbits, some tips and stuff, but they will take that information and use it in their own way for their own benefit. This one, yeah. Yeah, alignment. See, they're being brought into alignment. 111 again is a 3. Heavy 3 energy. We said 2112, and there's 1212. Persistence. 3, 3, 3. Right? Yeah. This is 10. Heavy change. Your thoughts are manifesting rapidly. Trust in divine guidance and stay focused on your goals. And we saw focus, 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 conscious focus and focus. Stay focused. Yeah, readjustments. 16 and 16 breaks down to 77. We just saw 777. Right, this is 7 and 7 is 14. That breaks down to a 5. Change. See, overcoming this obstacle. And we see support again. Your level of self-control, right? Controlling yourself, surrendering negative thinking, controlling your thoughts, minding your own energy. It's very much given, I'm going to drink my water over here and mind my business. That's what I'm getting, right? Your level of self-control is sufficient to make things right. On the horizon is the possibility of a new beginning. It says, as well as a chance to begin a new life with could be somebody from your past. But it's given that everything will fall into place. Everything is going to fall into place. Enthusiasm. See, that's that daughter of staffs. Enthusiasm. Right? Your journey could be very inspiring. Just what you do, being you, could inspire somebody else to get up and do it too. Right? Approach life with an optimistic attitude, even in the face of challenges. Be excited about the opportunities that lie ahead. See, be excited about the opportunities that are coming that lie ahead. Right? Look forward and look out with excitement. Expect it. It's like using the law of assumption. You assume that good things are coming, right? So you are always in the energy that good is coming, good is coming, good is coming. You are always putting out good energy. It's self-prioritized, it's focused. You're giving people loving space, understanding that compassion is there. It's like understanding that they're not going to go through it or feel it the same way that you feel it. It's going to look different for them, and you give them the opportunity to experience it, to be changed and transformed, beloved. And you just stay focused, and that is inspiring. Assume that everything that it will be well. Assume it. Feel it, like know it. Like put yourself in that energy of knowingness that everything will be well. It is well. Be excited about the opportunities that lie ahead and embrace them with open arms. Be open to it. Thank you guys again. I love you. I do. Just like I love me, because that's my capacity. It is growing and expanding on a daily, and I appreciate you guys growing and expanding with this week. I love you just like I love the Alpha and Omega. The A-O, right? The author, the creator of the word that's written in, the soul, the source of us living what? That word is moving. I'm breathing. I'm animated in this day, right? And I'm look, they keep telling us your throat chakra is powerful. Be mindful of the words that you say. They manifest. They do. So take control of your thoughts and the words that come from you. To the next now. Love you guys so much. I sure beloveds.